Hey folks, technology has evolved a lot, and we have so many options to choose these days, which has become a difficult task. Do not worry, we have crawled up a list of the best 7 products which will help you in choosing the right one. March over the description for more info and the latest pricing. Baratza Virtuoso Plus. Baratza Virtuoso Plus coffee grinder is consistently recommended by pros for home use and for a good reason. It's solidly built, with its metal and plastic housing that gives it enough weight to sit solidly on the counters without jostling around. To operate it, you need to rotate the bean hoppers itself to select one of the 40 grind settings. Add the bean to the hoppers and then either use the pulse setting or allow its 40-second timer to run. In the grinding test by users, the Virtuoso showed an impressive level of consistency. On its coarsest setting, it produced huge boulders above the 1000 micron threshold, bigger than anyone is likely to ever want. On the finest settings, almost the entire bulk of the grind landed in the 400 to 1000 gram range and looked like it leaned on the finer end of that spectrum. At its middle settings, the Virtuoso grinds split into 2 groups, about 2/3 of which were barely too large to make it through its 1000 micron screens. At the same time, the remaining third did, falling into the 400 to 1000 range. If you're serious about your coffees for all brewing methods except espresso, this is the top of the line for home use. Bodum Bistro. Bodum Bistro is an automatic burr coffee grinder with a budget price tag, so it's available to any coffee drinkers out there as well. This is not a top-tier grinder. Still, the ease of usage and the fact that it's a big step up in quality compared to a blade grinder make it the best budget coffee grinders on the list. Bodum Bistro feature a 35mm stainless steel conical burr grinder and a 720 RPM motor. It only has 12 settings, so it is a decent grinder for drip or pour over brewing, but not suitable for espressos or Turkish coffees. It features a borosilicate glass ground container that helps to eliminate static for easier cleanups. A standout feature of the Bodum Bistro is the friction clutches, which alert the user of any stones caught in the grinder to avoid damage to the burrs. The main benefit of Bodum Bistro are the affordable price, ease of use, and ease of cleaning and maintenance. People also like the colorful modern design. Choose your grind size by twisting the bean hopper to operate the Bodum Bistro. Select the grind time from 0 to 20 seconds using the dial, then press the start button. The timer will stay on the same setting next time you grind. Porlex Mini. The Porlex Mini has the title of Best Portable Hand Grinder, not only because it's compact, but also because it really performs. And when I say compact, I mean it. Seriously, you'll only get around 30 grams of ground coffee from this thing. However, that's enough for a portable brew like AeroPress. Speaking of, the Porlex Mini actually fits neatly inside the hollow of an AeroPress. As for performance, the Porlex Mini's ceramic conical burrs are most convincing at the finer end of the grind spectrum. Plus, thanks to its intelligent design and rugged stainless steel build, you won't have to worry about the Porlex breaking in transit. You'll have to turn a small wheel at the bottom of the grinder head and you're done. The adjustment is simple, but it's sufficient for all typical preparation methods, even when traveling. One small flaw, though, is if you get too excited with the crank, the collecting chamber rotates slightly in the opposite direction, but you can easily turn this off thanks to the excellent grip from the plastic sleeve. KRUPS Precision. The KRUPS doesn't inspire a lot of dependence in terms of longevity. That said, it's very cheap as a burr grinder could ever hope to be, making it a good option for anyone happy with their blade grinder, except that they also use it to grind the spices and are sick of their coffee tasting like cumin. The burrs in this product look dinky compared to the much higher quality ones in the video's other models, and the ground coffee they produce backs up the assessment. It's not great. However, depending on what coffee you drink, that may not be a huge problem. The darker roasts tended to do better on a wider range of grinders and suffered less from inconsistent grind profiles. This grinder did beat all the others in one very small detail. The designers found a clever place to store the cleaning brush, hiding it in the hopper spindle. Amazingly, all of the other grinders were still looking for a place for it, leaving the brush loose overall, which means it will almost definitely be misplaced as well. Grab this one if all the tinkerings and dialing in of coffee grind size is not a problem for you. It's also a pretty good product considering its features. Cuisinart DBM-8. Coffee aficionados know how it's fussy and technical making the quality cups of coffee can be with all the measuring and exact dosing. That's why you can't go wrong with the Cuisinart Supreme Grind Automatic Burr Mill for pour-overs. Whether you plan on using a Chemex or other pour-over apparatuses, this Cuisinart model can get the consistency you may need. It features a range of 18 settings, from extra fine to extremely coarse, so it can easily adjust the grind setting to the right granule consistency. And although you probably won't need the particularly fine settings for pour-overs, it's always nice to have that option. It's a huge coffee grinder with a maximum capacity of 8 ounces overall, so you can make up to 32 cups of coffee with one full load. Additionally, it comes with a built-in electric timer that shuts off when the grinding is complete as well. Just note that this grinder is extremely noisy, so you might want to be considerate of the time you choose to grind if you have others living with you. However, moving it to another room should keep the peace. Fellow Ode. Fellow Ode is a single-dosed automatic flat burr grinder. It is designed to grind precisely for a pour-over and drip coffee and does not grind for espressos. Fellow Ode features a 64mm stainless steel flat burr powered by an PID-controlled motor. The large burrs provide consistent grindings and fast grind speeds with an output of 3.5 grams per second. Fellow Odes has 31 grind settings calibrated for a medium to coarse grind. This makes it the best coffee grinder for filter and drip coffees on this list, but needs to be more suitable for espressos. The Ode features a grind knocker, which helps clear any grinds which are retained in the chute. It also has a magnetic catch to help with holding the ground bin during a grinding and eliminate any mess which is made. Nobody wants coffee dust all over their room. The benefits of the Fellow Ode grinder are its compact size, grind speed, aesthetic appeals, and focus on manual brewing method as well. Fellow Ode grinders is easy to operate, but the single dose feature does require you to measure your beans before the grinding. Once you switch on the grinders, it will grind all the beans in the hopper, then automatically switch off once the hopper is empty. The grind size is selected using the large dials at the front. Thank you for watching. If you like this video and want to hear more from us, please subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to get notified of our new videos.